Okay, so we are at day 4, and now let's move on to the part 1 section of the book. We're going to talk about the first step in credit rebuilding. Basically, what I'm talking about in that chapter is how your defaulted credit can really impact any type of financial decisions that you may make. It I also talk about how your buying power can be diminished by having a tarnished credit profile. And that is something that, you may have experienced or possibly will experience if anything happens to, your credit. And I outlined that in the book. Also, in the step 1, which is really the first chapter, I talk about really how credit scores or calculated. Years ago, there was FICO. That stand for the fair. I'm talking about the FICO and the Vantage score. I give you the example with the FICO and the Vantage score, and I tell you the difference, and I tell you how the two of them, how it is actually calculated. Some creditors who issue credit may go by the FICO and some may go by the Vantage score. So that's why it's very important to find out which creditor, which one are they going to be pulling, because each one can be different and could have a slight difference. I also talk about the big three. The big three, of course, are the credit reporting agencies that provide credit. Not just that provide credit, they report your credit. That's TransUnion, that's Experian, and there's Equifax. And then I also talk about some of the consequences for having bad credit. I talk about that if you are an employee and that if you get a wage garnishment, now that is not grounds for you getting fired, but if you get a garnishment 2 times or more, legally, according to the U.S. Department of Labor, your employer can um, your employer can um, your employer can fire you for having bad credit. So there you have it. This is really to the point. I know it's a short chapter, but just want to show you that the book is a quick and a fast read. But one thing that I do want to point out is that knowing is essential, and I talk about that. That if you do not get a handle on your credit situation, that you could face a rude awakening. So there you go. This is Aurelia. Look forward to talking to you in the next video.